All right, thank you everyone for joining. If you have a question for Bianca, please use the raise your hand function. And then please state your name and your media outlet before your question. To get started, Bianca, why don't you just give us your thoughts on today's match?
I don't really know what to say. I'm super disappointed in how I played, but at the same time, Ons played super well, and I tried to play my best with what I had today. She was kind of disrupting my rhythm a little bit, and the whole toe situation didn't help at all. And I wish my serve was a bit better today. She definitely took advantage of that. And yeah, that's all I
Next
can
we'll go
say.
to Mike. Mike followed by Gemma.
Mike McIntyre from Match Point Canada. Bianca, can you give us an update at this point on the toe, how it's feeling, and how much did that affect things for you in that third set tonight? Did you ever consider retiring from the match at all?
I'm sick and tired of retiring. Yeah, for sure I could have, but I did not want to tonight. It's super bruised. It hurt on a lot of shots. I try not to show it, but she also took advantage of that, and she was just playing lights out in the third set. Didn't give me anything to really feed off of. And yeah, I hope my toe's going to be good for my next tournaments.
Right. Next, Gemma, followed by Steven.
Hi, Bianca. You said that Oz was disrupting your rhythm. Can you explain a little bit about what she was doing that disrupted you?
Well, she's the type of player that likes to slice, drop shot, all that. And some games she'd be super on, and then other games she'd miss like 4 in a row. And so there wasn't a lot of rallies or rhythm. Like, for example, in my first round match, there were more rallies and consistency. And yeah, that was basically the whole rhythm thing.
Go ahead, Steven, followed by Adam.
Bianca, Steven here from the Slice. How tough was it to deal with the stops and the starts in this match? I know, like, in the second set, I think it was 3-all. There was another rain delay, kind of, and it felt like at that point you just broken back and you had the momentum. Was it tough to stop and start like that, and how did it affect the momentum in the match?
These are things we have to deal with, and so I try to deal with it in the best way that I can. I don't like it. Even if I'm down, if I'm up, I don't like the disruptive rhythm at all. And for me, I think the main thing was, to stay active during that break, and I think it helped me a little bit. But then, like, the whole toe situation happened, and it's just super disappointing because, like, there's always something, and I don't know. I don't understand.
All right. Next up, Adam, followed by Mikkel.
Adam from Daily Hive. Just sort of mentally, what's your best method to try and put a loss like this behind you?
Well, I have to realize it's just a game of tennis. I'm only 21. Yeah, I won this tournament before. I know I could have won this tournament again, but sometimes shit happens and you basically have to move on. That's life. Like, I'm healthy. Yeah, this whole toe situation is whatever, but at least, like, I didn't sprain an ankle or anything like that. And I just want to look at the positive. It's really hard now because I haven't been playing much this year, haven't been winning as much as I wanted to this year. And there's just so many things that are happening that's super sad, but I know that I'm going to bounce back.
All right. Next, Mikkel, followed by Mark.
Thank you. Hi, Bianca. Just curious, you had some medical help between the first and the second set. How bad was the toe during the first set? Did it bother you very much then, or did it gotten worse as the match was going on?
Well, it started a couple of days ago, actually. But it got worse during the match. There was more sliding, and she was making me move more, so it obviously made it worse. But yeah, I totally forgot about the first set one. That's another toe. So we got two toe situations happening. But the one in the first set wasn't as bad as the one in the second set.
And we can hear by your voice, your tone of voice, that you're sort of like getting fed up, tired with all those bad luck moments that you're getting in your matches. How can you cope with that?
Well, it kind of sucks that I have to do these press conferences after a loss like that because I'm just in the worst friggin' mood ever. And I honestly don't want to talk to anybody or answer these questions. No offense to anyone. And like, I'm trying to stay positive here right now. I know tomorrow's another day. I'll be fine, hopefully. But right now, like, I'm so pissed. I could cry a river.
All right, we have time for two more. We'll go to Mark and finish off with Mike.
Bianca, Mark with TSN, thank you very much for taking some time. I know it's not easy. Dawn said you had a nice word for her at the net. What stood out about her game, and what's her potential do you see for her to go on in this tournament?
She's been having an incredible season, and I think she can win the tournament for sure. If she plays like she did today and even yesterday, yeah, I think she can win the tournament. And I told her she has to win the tournament now.
You know, she better go on.
Yeah.
And just finally for me, just how do you feel the lack of match play kind of contributes to kind of a result like this? You don't have the matches coming in.
Yeah, I mean, if you count 2020 as well, then yeah, like there's no comparison. And I know in 2019 I was out because of injuries too, and I'd come back and like without any matches and I'd do well, but I think this is a whole other ball game. Because I feel like there were way more stop and goes, but I honestly, like, I just have to move on. Thank God there's another tournament next week. We have so many tournaments that we can play and just bounce back in. That's the beauty of tennis, and that's the goal now. Hopefully everything will be good with my toes and I can play Cincy.
Okay. Final question, Mike.
Thanks for taking one more. Was it strange playing on Canadian soil and having so much support for your opponent? Did that add to the electricity of the match out there, or did it negate any sort of home court advantage you were hoping for?
Maybe a little bit. I know my fans were there, but I think Ons's fans were a bit more there than mine. But I mean, that's nothing I can control, and yeah, I hope that's gonna, help her win the tournament now.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time.